Hello friends, welcome to another weekly top down analysis video on the gold and GJ. So as usual, we are going to start our analysis with the monthly time frame, and then we'll go down to lower time frames, weekly, daily, 4-hour and 30-minute time frame. So without wasting any time, let's get started. First of all, we are going to start with the gold monthly time frame. So as we can see on the gold, so we had we had the support, and as we can see the last monthly candle close bearish. So as we can see, we have this last monthly candle close bearish. Now a lot will depends upon how the current monthly candle is going to close, because if the current monthly candle close bearish below this support, so as we can see, we have this support. So if we get the current monthly candle close bearish below the support, then there is going to be a pretty high probability for the next monthly candle to go down to the next support, and to the next support right here, and maybe to the final support right here. So these are going to be the probabilities if we get a closure below the support. But at the same time, if we get the current monthly candle close bullish somehow, then that will indicate that we have formed a support at the previous support area. Then in that situation, basically what we have done, we have created a high. After that, we came down and created a support. So in that situation, there will be a pretty high probability for the price to come up and not only retest these highs here, but hopefully making a new higher high. So that is something we see on the monthly time frame. Now let's go to weekly time frame to see more details. On the weekly time frame, we can see that the price is pretty much bullish as well. As we can see, we created a high. After that, we came down, created a low, which is higher than the previous low. Then we broke the previous high, created a higher high. So right now the price is just pulling back to create a support, which should be higher than the previous low. And once we find the support, there should be a pretty high probability for the price to come up and retest the previous high. So that is something on the weekly time frame. If you look more closely, we can also find out that we had this support right here, and as we can see, we closed below the support. Then we found another support, and price basically retested this support and resistance. And as we can see that we forms another support right here. And then there was one more support right here. So basically, as we can see, the last weekly candle close below this support and this support. And now there is a pretty high probability for the next, weekly candle to maybe come up, create a little bit of the top wick, and then, break the low of the previous candle and go down maybe to the next support, which is right into this area. And at the same time, we can see that we have pretty clean range on the left hand side for the price to go down. So that is something on the weekly time frame. Now let's go to daily time frame to find out more details. On the daily time frame, we can see that the price is bearish basically. So we were bullish on the daily time frame, as we were making high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high. After that, we broke the previous low, basically created a low. Then we created a lower high. Then we broke the previous low, created a new low. So right now, price may come up to create a resistance or a lower high, or we may keep going down from here, to target this support. And, as we can see, we have clean range after that as well. So either we may keep going down, or we may come up to create a resistance or a lower high, and then come down to retest this low on the left-hand side. So that is something on the daily time frame. Now let's go to 4-hour time frame to find out more details. On the 4-hour time frame, we can see that, price is bearish as well, because we are making lower lows and lower highs. So as we can see, we created a low, we created the lower high. After that, we broke the previous low, created a new low. And right now we can see that the price came up, basically retested this area. And as you can see, the price rejected this previous, resistance as well. If we, look more closely, we can also find out that, price has created a support right here. And there is a resistance right here as well. So now we can see that, we have the last 4-hour candle close bullish. So basically we have created a minor support here as well. So as we can see, we have this minor support. And so now a lot will depends upon how the next, candle open and do. So basically, if the next 4-hour candle open and break the high of the previous candle, then there is a pretty high probability price is going to come up to the next resistance, which is right into this area Also, we have clean range on the left-hand side. But at the same time, if we break the low of the previous candle, then the price may come down to the next support, which is right into these areas. So this is something on the 4-hour time frame. And now let's go to 30-minute time frame to find out more details. On the 30-minute time frame, we can see that the price is bullish at the moment because we are making higher highs and higher lows. So as we can see, we created a high, higher low, higher low, and after that we created a high. And then the price came down. Basically, we are consolidating right now between this resistance and this support. So now if we, get a solid candle closure about this resistance during a high volume time like London session or a New York session, then there's going to be a pretty high probability, price is going to come up to retest the next resistance, which is right into these area. But at the same time, if we look for the shorts, then we can see that, we have below this support, we have another support, which is pretty close by. So in that situation, looking for breakout sales is not going to be a good idea, but, I'll be waiting for the shorts. I'll be waiting for the price to basically break this support and this support, basically creating a low, and after that I'll be waiting for a pullback maybe to this area, and that will also be lower high, lower low, and lower high. So once we find resistance into this area, I'll be looking for shorts to not only target this area, but the previous low created by this downtrend right here. So that is going to be something I'm going to look for on the 30-minute time frame. Now let's go to our next pair, which is a GJ. And again, on the GJ, we are going to start with the monthly time frame. Now, GJ on the monthly time frame is very bullish because we are making high highs and higher lows. So as you can see, we are making high, higher low, high, high, higher low, and then we broke the previous high, basically created a higher high. And the price is very much bullish, as we can see. Also, we are approaching this resistance on the left-hand side. So we are bullish on the monthly time frame. Now let's go to weekly time frame to find more details. On the weekly, we are pretty much bullish as well, again, because we are making high highs and higher lows. So as we can see, we created a high. After that, we came down, created a higher low, and then we broke the previous high, created a higher high, and price is still pretty much bullish. So we can anticipate a pullback, to form support and to, keep going higher to reach as the previous high and hopefully making a new higher high. But right now we can see that, the weekly candle is pretty much bullish, and, so we will go to the lower time frames to find out more details and for some trading opportunities. Now, let's go to daily time frame to see more details. On the daily as well, we are pretty much bullish. If we look more closely, we can see that, we made high, higher low, and then we broke this high. We did a little bit of consolidation into this area. We broke these and created a high, high, higher low, high, low. But we did not have any meaningful pullback. So price may come down basically, to make a meaningful pullback, then find support and continue higher. This can be a possibility, but at the same time, if we look more closely, we can see that this was a resistance, and we have the last two daily candle close above this resistance. So price may continue going higher, or at the same time price may come down to find out support in this area as well. So we may continue going higher, or the price may come down to this support area, find support and continue higher. So that can be a possibility here on the daily time frame. Now let's go to a 4-hour time frame to see more details. On the 4-hour, we are bullish as well, as because we are making higher highs and higher lows. So as we can see, we created a high, price came down, created a higher low, then we broke the previous high, created a higher high. So as we can see that the last 4-hour candle close above this resistance, so price may continue going higher, or as we have already broken the previous high and have created a higher high, so price may come down to find a higher low and then come up and reach as the previous high. So to find more details, we will go to lower time frame, which is 30-minute time frame. Let's go to 30-minute time frame to see more details. On the 30-minute time frame, we are bullish as well because we are making high highs and high lows. So as we can see, we created a high. After that, we came down and, price consolidated between this resistance and the support. So I'm going to consider the highest and the lowest points. This is going to be a high, and this is going to be a higher low, which is higher than the previous low. And after that, we broke the previous high, basically created a higher high. So right now, the price may come down to find a higher low to continue higher. But if you look more closely, we can also find out that, we have this support. So and we have this another support right into this area, right? So what can happen is, the price may come down, and if we find support into this area, we can continue going higher to not only retest the previous high, but hopefully making a new higher high. So that can be a possibility. But at the same time, if we close below this, support, then the move to the upside will become a fake out. And in that situation, as we can see, we have a clean range on the left hand side. So price may come down to the next support, which is right into this area. And accordingly, because we created a high, higher low, and higher high and higher low in that situation, so we can look for higher low and a support in this area, to take long in order to target the previous high created by the price. So that is something on the GJ. So that's it, guys. This was the analysis of the gold and GJ from the monthly to the 30-minute time frame. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you really did like the video, share the video and subscribe to the channel in order to support the channel and YouTube algorithm. Thank you very much. See you in another video.